Hey, I'm rmbulbasaurlover doing my top 10 water list now. Water was surprisingly hard for being my third favorite type and for having 118 different water Pokemon, which is most of all of them. That's I think like 1/5 of all Pokemon are water types, but this is the most Pokemon and I had to choose from all 118 to pick 10. And I was surprisingly having trouble with that, but I finally came up with a top 10 list, and so here we are. Number 10, I chose Palkia. Palkia to me is unique because it's, I don't know. I just liked Palkia. I always played Pearl, not Diamond. Like I said in my Diamond LP, but, LP, it's an SP, not an LP. But, I like the Water Dragon combination. I think the reason I like it is because I forget that it's a water type all the time and think it's just a dragon type or something. So that's why I thought of that. Number 9, I chose Pollito. Pollito is the only reason is just because it's cute. I've never really ever used it because I can't really trade. That's the only way to get it is to trade it with a King's Rock, but I don't know if it's a good Pokemon or not. I just know it's there. But I just like it for its cuteness. Number 8 is Psyduck. I really like the idea of Psyduck with the headache thing and just being a psychic duck. But it's even though it's never psychic type, even when it's a gold duck. But it's interesting about it. Just how it's always holding its head or something. Yeah, I don't know. I guess that's pretty much it. Number 7 is the Piplup. Piplup is just cute. It's probably my favorite of the Gen 4 starters, even though I don't use it. I use Turtwig. But, and that's pretty much it. Number 6 is Oshawott. Oshawott is my favorite of the Gen 5 starters. God, I'm stupid. It's best for the game, even though when I do calculations, it seems like it's not, but it is apparently. And no, I really like how it doesn't get too ugly like all the other final evolutions in Gen 5. Okay, number 5 is Manaphy. Manaphy I really like. It's the only legendary Pokemon that can be bred, technically. Although it can only be bred with a Ditto. But I think it was something, no, it's a Jirachi, never mind. But, I like the thing with the idea and the dingling. And so Fiona, Manaphy, when you breed it with the Ditto and it gets an egg, the egg actually isn't in a Manaphy. It's number 4 Fiona. I like this idea with the Fiona and Manaphy thing. Fiona is just pretty much a baby version of Manaphy, even though it looks older if you just kind of look at it. Kind of seems to have like a more wise look to it. But it's cool how Manaphy's bred and gets this other thing that looks a lot like it, but it's different. Number 3, I've mentioned in the other ones how I like all the legendary beasts from Gen 2. And so Suicune has to be on here somewhere. Suicune is definitely my favorite of the legendary beasts. But it's, yeah, pretty much it. I like how it's like waves look in the wind. I like the idea behind it, the mystery of it in Crystal and Heart Gold and Soul Silver. And I've also expressed my love for evolution, so that's why number 2 is Vaporeon. Vaporeon, next to Leafeon is my favorite of the evolutions. I like I think it says in one of the Pokedex entries how it can just kind of dissolve itself into water but then reform itself. But I don't know if that's true or not. But there's also some mystery behind Vaporeon in my opinion, in my head, which who knows what goes on in my head. My family can't even figure it out. Number 1 is Squirrel. Squirrel is interesting. I really like it a lot. It's a cute little turtle. And I don't know why I like it so much, but, not as much as Bulbasaur, but one thing I'd like to bring up is my first 3 top 10s were Grass, Fire, and Water. All of them had Gen 1 starter in it. All of them had a an evolution in it, and all of them had an event Pokemon. Grass being Shaman, and Celebi, Fire being Victini, and Water being Manaphy. But now, wait until next time when I tackle electric types, and I'll point out something even funnier when we get to it. Alright, see ya.